Come on.
Meisho Doto
Ooh,
passed
let's
top
fucking go, go,
secret
go, go. Oh
and
my god. No,
finished
no,
in
no, no, no,
first.
no, no, no. Well, we are finally back at it again with another UMA MUSUME lore. This one is called Meisho Doto's Lifelong Struggles. I know we have made a Meisho Doto video before, but I guess this one has a bunch more information, in which case I am totally in for. Because Meisho Doto, hey, she one of the goats, man. She one of the goats. And yeah, this video is made by Young with Augie. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Have you ever tried so hard at something, but no matter what you did, you always failed? Tried again, failed
Life.
again. You gave it your best, but nothing changed. Did it feel like the world was against you? That you were meant to lose, but you just weren't good enough? You are not
Kind
alone.
of liking the build up to
Meisho
this.
Doto's entire life was full of struggles and setbacks,
Oh my
but he
god,
always
dude. Oh
persisted
my
through
god,
each.
he's the dodo. It's so cute. Like, look, check her out, dude. Like her in-game character is
You
super,
weren't
super
good
adorable.
enough. You are not alone. Meisho Doto's entire life was full of struggles and setbacks, but he
Cuteness.
always persisted through each failure. You know the saying, every dog has its day? Turns out, it's not.
Look at that cuteness. Loki, it should be a number 3 looking mouth. But hey, we take it. We take it. And then beside her, we got Ogre Peak over here. Hey.
Exclusive to dogs. Our adorable Uma Musume goofball was born in Ireland on March 25th, 1996, and was imported to Japan by an undisclosed horse owner. Doto was produced from the pairing of Big Stone and Princess Rima, who are both descendants of Northern Dancer. His Irish father,
Nice.
Big Stone, is the only French-trained horse to win both the Sussex and Queen Elizabeth II stakes, which are
Damn.
considered as the most important G1 mile races in Britain. Although Doto's American mother, Princess Rima, has no racing record, she was the daughter of Affirmed, the American Triple Crown
Affirmed?
winner during
Hey, yo,
1978.
what? Brother. Affirmed is he's one of those like horses like I did kind of like a small research on when I was making the Secretariat video, and like, bro, his fucking career is wild. So for Doto to be connected to Affirmed, yo,
2 years after
that
importing
is
Dotto,
nuts, man.
the owner decided to retire from horse ownership. But this came with a difficult choice. Sell Dotto,
Nice
return him to
Sakamoto.
Ireland, or slaughter. The obvious choice would be to sell, but that proved to be
Nah,
more
slaughter
difficult
is
than expected.
insane.
This person's farm was small, and they did not have a wide circle of connections. Luckily, Yoshio Matsumoto, a contrarian horse owner, was notified about this person's predicament by one of his associates and offered to
Look at the ears. Look at the ears. Look at the nose. Look at how boopable and how patable she is. This is the definition of adorable.
purchase the colt.
I mean, we do
Unlike
also
most
have
other
Harurara,
owners,
but hey,
Matsumoto-san
that's
did
a
not care
different
for distinguished
sort of
bloodlines or
adorable.
prestigious farms. Instead, he relied on the recommendations of others and bought inexpensive horses from small farms and breeders to emphasize the importance of supporting smaller horse communities. He was
Okay.
well liked by everyone and was often referred to as Meisho-san out of respect. Meisho is the title Matsumoto uses for all his horses, with no exception. The
Really?
title Meisho is a combination of the first kanji from Akashi, Matsumoto's hometown, and his family name. The first character can be read as Mei or Akarui, while the second character is
Akarui.
read as Sho or Matsu. In both cases, the former are using the Chinese way of reading kanji, and the latter are Japanese. Furthermore, the name Doto means raging waves. Matsumoto-san chose Doto's name from a list of suggestions he collected from known associates that was befitting of the horse's characteristics. He was also the type of owner who entrusted everything to the trainer and stable staff, including which jockeys to use and the races
I
to
mean,
enter.
in a way, that kind of
vocalist.
does make sense. Like, because if you do it that way, they kind of like build up relationship with the horse. In this case, with Meisho Doto, and like as a jockey, as a trainer, that is a very, very big deal to have them like have like free reign like that.
Guys, I love horses, but I know nothing of them. I'll leave them in your care. Meisho Doto
Okay.
entered the Isao Yasuda stables at the Rito Training Center in the year of 1998. Trainer Isao said Doto had an impressive, muscular upper body and good speed too, but he was slow to mature. Additionally, he was plagued with chronic periostitis, also known as bucked shins, which is when the connective tissues around the cannon bone are inflamed.
Damn.
Bucked shins are directly attributed to intense training and racing schedules. So, about 70% of thoroughbred
Really?
racehorses have this affliction during their first 6 months of training. This made Doto's progression lag so much that his debut race was delayed until the new year. Doto's
Oh
slow growth is
no,
represented in the
dude.
game when she passes out after her debut race, and the physician tells her that she is not race ready, signifying that her body is still maturing. The game even gives her a debuff that drains her energy every time she races to reinforce
No.
her slow
What the
progress.
fuck?
And it doesn't go away until after the Fall Tenno show of her classic year, which is almost an exact mirror of what happens in real life. On January 6th,
Dang, dude.
1999, Meisho Doto finally had his debut race at the 1800-meter dirt Kyoto track with Yasuhiko Yasuda, the trainer's son, on the
Yasuda.
saddle. January 6th is also Matsumoto-san's birthday. Isao declared, "I have prepared a birthday gift for the owner. This horse will definitely win." On this beautiful day with good track conditions,
Nice.
Matsumoto-san was brought to the racecourse to witness Doto's debut race and was gifted with a shiny second place present for his 61st birthday. Completely red in the face, the trainer expressed excessive embarrassment. Just
Aw.
10 days later, Meisho Doto returned to the same dirt
Yo, bro, really showing us the creature right here. The freaking creature.
course at Kyoto. The
Yo.
jockey, Yasuhiko, strenuously made his way towards Doto, but before he could climb on the saddle, his father took one look and said, "Oh no, you are not riding with this high fever. I will ask another." Cold with sweat, Yasuhiko stared back with unwavering determination. "Let me ride, father. I need to redeem my
Okay.
failure. I must do this." Unable to deny his son's resolve, Isao granted him
Yo,
permission to
mans was
race.
on that demon
Yasuhiko's
time, bro.
tenacity paid off because
Like,
Meisho
mans
Doto
was
won the
locked
race by
in.
almost 2 lengths. Afterwards, Doto's legs were slightly swollen, so he took a 2-month break before
Oh
moving on to
no,
the next
dude.
dirt race. He ran in the Hanshin 18
So,
to race.
anybody want to
Yasuhiko's
talk about this
tenacity paid off because
anime
Meisho Doto
scene?
won the race by almost 2 lengths. Afterwards, Doto's legs were slightly
In which case, if you do know the anime of this, let me know in the comment section below.
swollen, so he took a 2-month break before moving on to the next dirt race. He ran in the Hanshin 1800-meter wet track, but unfortunately finished in 4th place. On April 18, Meisho Doto ran in the 1700-meter dirt Kaido show and was able to achieve first place despite the
Ooh.
rainy weather and soft ground. On that very same day, the Satsuki show is taking
The Overlord, the Aura Farmer, the fucking, I guess, fucking curse breaker, if you will. TM Oprah O. This was the one dude, bro. Like, TM Oprah O was the one to beat at this point in time. In which case, bro, Meisho Doto was giving us the fucking craziest showdown, man.
place, but Doto was barred from competing for being a foreign-born horse, which would explain why Meisho Doto was a spectator instead of a competitor during the first episode of Road to the Top.
Look at this number 3, dude.
Since its inception, the Japanese classic races prohibited foreign horses from participating. The foreigner ban would not be lifted until 2002. The game illustrates this by having Doto pass out from the mere thought about entering the Japanese derby when the trainer brings it up. If the player still decides to enter the Satsuki show or the
Really?
Japanese derby, Doto must face off against Admire Vega and TM Opera O, with both of them sporting a staggering speed stat of 400, when the typical
Damn.
stats are under 250. The
Excuse me. You have bro here as well?
sporting a staggering speed stat of 400.
You also got
when the
Naruto
typical
Brian in
stats
this?
are under 250. The developers made it crystal clear. Meisho Doto is not meant to be in these races. 1 month later, Doto ran in another 1700-meter
got
dirt race
second.
on the same track, but in sunny and good conditions instead of rainy weather. Unfortunately, he came in 8th place, and the lack of moisture in the ground applied more pressure on his legs with every
Ah,
forceful gallop.
dude.
By the end of the race,
Like this is the thing that's just so like hard to like listen to because with all of the Uma Musume lore that I have watched throughout, I guess like my career, it's just there's so many just that just get so hurt, and then like if even if you get like a small injury, that over time could become such a like big deal.
his legs were
So
swollen
hearing
and
about any
pulsating with
horses like
burning
with
pain once again. Dotto
injuries,
was forced to go on a
not fun,
4-month
man.
break until September. When he returned to the racetrack, the trainer decided he did not have a good aptitude for running on dirt courses, so they permanently switched to turf tracks for the remainder of his career.
Okay.
He competed 3 times in September at the Sapporo racecourse, but his performance was disappointing to say the least. 8th place, 4th, and 2nd. Since
Ooh,
his
wow.
last victory, Meisho Doto lost 4 consecutive races, but there was a silver lining. The team started to realize that Dotto was stronger at medium length distances. During the
Okay.
fall season, Dotto was finally able to achieve 2 first-place finishes at the Kyoto racecourse in October and November, but he suffered a devastating defeat at the Rocco Stakes the day after Christmas.
Like, brother, look at how close they are, man. I'm gonna guess this is TM Oprah and this is Doto right over here. Like, brother, that is just so insane.
Nobody could figure out why he came in last place because his health
Oh,
and legs were
never
completely
mind.
fine. Out of the 11 races Dotto ran during his classic year, he only had 4 wins, and they were all in ungraded races. The
Oh,
races he competed in are of such low status that most of them do not even exist in the game. In the new year, Meisho Dotto entered the Nikkei Shinshuhai. Shortly after leaving the gate, he was cut off and quickly surrounded by the other horses.
damn.
Fortunately, a small path opened up, so he weaved his way through the blockade of horses and escaped
Okay.
to the outside. Dotto stayed at the outer edge while being within the top 5 racers throughout the middle leg. He inched his way to the front of the pack through the last corner, but was overtaken in the home stretch and finished half a length behind the winning horse. It would be a month and a half
Jesus,
before his
bro.
next race. Around this time, Meisho Dotto's body was beginning to show signs of developing into adulthood, and he was finally able to train normally.
Okay.
In early March,
So I
Dotto
guess
proved
in a way she's kind of like a late bloomer.
his strength at the G3 Chukyokinen when he won by 3 lengths and set a new course record of 1 minute and 59.1
Hey,
seconds.
yo, she be
After
turning up
struggling
though.
so much in ungraded races during his first year, Meisho Dotto won his first graded race. He was
The way
finally
she just
race
gallops in those
ready.
last few
But that only
moments.
means his opponents are about to get much more difficult. We're playing in the big leagues now. The
Oh, she
team was
been the
aiming for the
big
Spring
league.
Tenno Show as
She
Dotto's
been the
first
big league,
G1 appearance,
boys.
which means he needed to win the Nikkei Show at the end of March. Almost
Not this motherfucker, dude. Not this motherfucker. Like, brother, she is up against basically I don't know her actual like handle now. I kind of forgot, but it's like the demon of the racetrack, basically.
immediately after leaving the gate, Meisho Dotto was sandwiched between Stay Gold and Grass Wonder. He ran to the far outside when the opportunity arose and held his position within the top 3 racers
Okay,
through.
in a way, I kind of want to see this in the Uma Musume because we got the terrorizer of the racetracks, Stay Gold, who, mind you, freaking brake checked. I think it was Naruto Brian at that one race. So for to be going up against Stay Gold, that is a dangerous
The
one,
final
dude.
turn. Despite having an open path to the finish, he could not close the gap in time and finished
Oof.
in 3rd place with almost 2 lengths behind Stay Gold.
Wow,
The
man.
Tenno Show was no longer possible, but the team continued pushing forward and pursued the Takarazuka Kinen instead. After winning the Open Grade Metropolitan Stakes in April and then the G2 Kinko Show the month after,
Okay.
Dotto was voted as the 6th most popular in the Takarazuka Kinen. On the day of the race, underneath the pitter-patter sound of raindrops hitting
Ooh.
umbrellas, you could hear
Damn.
eager spectators arguing over which
Like, bro, this is the type of race I sort of don't want to see because at these types of condition, it's very, very like dangerous, and it's kind of like easy somewhat to slip, especially if you're going around the track like more than one time as well. Like that just creates so many
Which
variables.
horse would be victorious? It's going to be TM Upper O. He has 3 consecutive victories. No, Grass Wonder will win. He's already beaten Upper O at the Arima Kinen.
I mean, yo, Grass Wonder Grass Wonder is him though. Like, yeah,
Doto's
dude. Like when
G1
Grass
debut was
Wonder
overshadowed by
decides
the
to
battle
lock
between
in,
TM Upper O and
wild.
Grass Wonder. Additionally, another Meisho horse, Meisho Odo, was participating in this race wearing the same jockey uniform, so Dotto stood out even less. None of this matters.
Interesting.
The only thing Dotto needs to worry about is to run as best he can. And that's what he did. He charged forward and maintained a position towards the
Nice.
front through the first corner and then the second. He continued holding on in the middle straight into the third
Yo,
corner
yo,
and
whatever you do, keep this terrorizer out of your way,
out the
dude.
fourth. While spurting down the home stretch, as he passed the lead horse, Meisho Doto was
Oof,
overtaken
damn, yo,
right
they are
before the
all so
finish line
freaking
and
close
came
to
in
each other.
second place, a head's length behind TM Opera O. The team slowly left the stands to
Oof.
go meet their horse. Second is good for his first G1. Maybe the outcome of the race would have been different if Dotto had his regular jockey on the saddle, but Yasuhiko was suspended 15 days before the Takarazuka Kinen
Really?
after illegally cutting off another racer's path while riding Azuma Shiza. To make matters worse, Yasuhiko was
Mochi.
known to have an alcohol problem. He occasionally rode while drinking and even skipped out on training sessions because he was simply too drunk.
Okay,
However,
in which case I sort of see why the jockey change is kind of like yes, needed. Because in a way, if you do have this kind of problem, then you should really not be riding any horse or anything for that matter, because it's very, very dangerous, not just for you but for other people as well. So
I think it's important to point out that he was never drunk while on the saddle and never harmed the horses in any way. So, what does
okay,
a man like this do when he's suspended from riding? He drinks, he makes bad decisions, and he gets arrested for driving under the influence. 3 months after the
oh
Takarazuka
dude, that's
Kinen,
tough.
Meisho Doto entered the all-comers race with another new jockey, Hitoshi Matoba, who was the primary rider for Reischauer and Grass Wonder. Doto dashed out of the gate and chased
Okay,
after the lead horse, but he made sure to not be too close.
yep,
Doto
yep.
remained a moderate
Mm-hmm.
one-length distance between himself and the lead horse throughout the race until he left the final corner. Then he maneuvered away from
Run
the inner
that
rail
shit,
and
bro.
passed
Run
the lead
that shit.
horse on
Run
the
that shit.
outside as
No,
they
no,
both
let's
ran down
go.
the final stretch.
Let's go.
Doto finished
Hey,
the
yo,
race
she.
2
Oh my
lengths
god,
ahead and
hey,
claimed his
bro,
second
what?
G2 victory. The primary
Dog,
rider length
that
distance
is nuts, man. First off, you got her over here, running all the way. Oh my
between himself and the lead
gosh,
horse
yo.
throughout the race until he left the final corner. Then he maneuvered away from the
Like,
inner rail
look
and
at
passed
how
the lead
quickly
horse on
she
the
pulls
outside as they
away
both ran
from
down the
number
final
4.
stretch. Dotto finished the race 2 lengths ahead and claimed
Dude,
his
that is
second
nuts.
G2 victory. By winning the all-comers race, Dotto acquired the right to compete in the Fall Tenno Show where he would face off against his adversary once more. Unfortunately, Dotto was at a disadvantage by being in the second
Ooh,
farthest gate from the inner rail.
yeah, that is not a very, very good position.
Which forced him to hastily take to the front while gradually pushing towards the inside. Although he did manage to get to the inner rail shortly after the first corner,
Okay.
another threat was quietly stalking him. Ignorant of what lurks behind, Doto calmly ran towards the front and prepared for the home stretch. Right after accelerating, a narrow gap opened on his right rear and the Overlord was released from his cage.
The
Just as Meisho
Overlord.
Doto
Oh my
passed the lead
gosh.
horse, TM Opera O blew past him and
Mm-hmm.
finished 2.5 lengths in front. At the end of November, horses from all over the world gathered at the Tokyo racecourse to test their
Japan Cup.
might. Naturally, Meisho Doto and TM Opera O were in
Look at this. Look at this peak. Look at this peak.
attendance, as well as the Double Crown winner of that year. Additionally, Yasuhiko Yasuda was finally off probation, so he returned to the saddle.
Okay.
Doto was poorly positioned at the outer starting gates once again, but when
Damn.
the race began, something unexpected happened. Stay Gold,
Is this when this motherfucker fucking brake check Naruto's top road?
who usually runs in the middle, sprinted all the way to the front and acted as the lead horse for the
Is this
entire
that race?
There were no dedicated frontrunners participating.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Yo, the fucking wild card, bro.
He was kind of terrible at front running because the pace was pretty slow compared to the previous year, which was 0.2 seconds faster per furlong on average.
Okay.
Everyone let Stay Gold do his thing and kept pace behind him. Of course, once they got onto the final straight, the time for horsing around was over. Meisho Doto, TM Opera O, and Fantastic Light started passing Stay Gold at the 200-meter mark. All three were tightly grouped up as they crossed the finish line with the exact same time of 2 minutes and 26
Yo, the way TM Opera O just kind of like unleashes it basically at the very, very last moments. And like you could tell how fast she kind of starts to gallop by when she's like side by side with Meisho Doto as well.
Less than a head's length, and Meisho Doto barely managed to get second by a nose.
That is nuts.
On Christmas Eve, while couples all over Japan were going on dates, eating KFC, or visiting shrines,
that hit, bro. That hit.
Power couple of Meisho Doto and TM Opera O enjoyed their own outing at the Nakayama racecourse.
Ooh,
at 3:20 p.m.,
cute.
The gates burst open and a stampede of hooves echoed throughout the racetrack. For the third time in a row, Meisho Doto started from the outer gates. He was completely surrounded.
Ooh, nah. That is a very, very not great position.
Still in the early stages of the race, so Yasuhiko maintained his composure and rode as normal. After leaving the fourth corner, all competitors slowly began fanning out as they started their final spurt. A small gap towards the outside opened and allowed Doto to squeeze through.
Okay.
But TM Opera O pursued him so tightly that they were practically touching. The rivals ran side by side while passing the cluster of racers until
look at how insane these two are, man.
The results of the 45th Arima Kinen played out
fucking
almost exactly like the Japan Cup. Both horses finished with the exact same time, except Meisho Doto was behind by the tip of his nose. During the entire year, Meisho Doto...
I thought bro was in the lead there. What the heck?
Passing the cluster of racers until no other horses were at their front. The results of the 45th
Oh, dude. Okay.
almost exactly
Never mind. I got them to switched up.
The exact same time, except Meisho Doto was behind by the tip of his nose. During the entire year, Meisho Doto did not beat TM Opera O a single time. Although Opera O won every race in the Autumn Triple Crown, they were all spectacularly close. The total distance between Meisho Doto and TM Opera O for all three races was only 2.5 lengths. Additionally, while TM Opera O achieved the title of the Autumn Triple Crown winner, which another horse has achieved, there has only ever been one runner-up in all three races for the Autumn Triple Crown.
Halloween is on Disney Plus.
Why don't you come inside?
Meisho Doto. This achievement earned him the title, the strong.
That background music or noise, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I love it, and I'm here for it.
Crown winner, which another horse has achieved. There has only ever been one runner-up in all three races for the Autumn Triple Crown, Meisho Doto.
I mean, she got the track record to be like considered that though.
History. Doto went on a 3-month break during the winter and resumed racing on March 24, 2001. He finished the G2 Nikkei show with a strong victory, leading by a difference of 3/4 length. 1 month later, Meisho Doto faced off against TM Opera O once more at the Spring Tenno show.
Okay, running that shit, running that.
Lingered in the back half while Seiyun Sky led the pack, but his position was dramatically overturned on the straight before the final corner.
Really?
Every horse broke away when coming out of the turn, and although Meisho Doto was able to pass the lead horse, Narita Top Road, he was still half a length behind TM Opera O when he crossed the finish line. After 5 consecutive losses to the same horse,
wow, man.
The jockey, Yasuhiko, was at his wit's end. I'll get it next time. His specialty is the medium distance. If I lose the Takarazuka key...
Yo, what is up with this Kazuma edit though? Especially this specific scene.
I'll quit. It would be 2 months before the Takarazuka Kinen where Meisho Doto would have another opportunity for revenge. During this time, the team, and especially Yasuhiko,
Clash of the Elite. Interesting.
Opera O. Gather around, everyone. A direct challenge is a bad idea. We cannot defeat him in a battle of power.
Okay.
This is what we'll do. On the fated day, Meisho Doto walks into his gate, and who does he see to the left? None other than our antagonist, the Overlord.
Hey, yo, side by side like that? Bro, oh, nah. This race gonna be nuts, dude.
Every horse bolted out when the gates opened. Doto settled towards the front among the top 5 competitors, with
Okay.
TM Opera O on his tail. He kept his pace steady up until the 800-meter remaining mark. And
In a way, I
steadily
feel like they
began
kind of
moving up
like,
to the front,
or
just
Team
as
Opera
they
O is
planned.
just kind of like
By the
marking
time
Doto.
Opera O realized what had just happened, Meisho Doto was already lined up with
Yup,
the lead horse
yup,
as they
yup,
approached the
yup,
final
yup.
corner. Even if he wanted to chase after Doto, he could not.
Look at that
The
cornering,
other
though.
horses
That
took
cornering
advantage of the
speed
gap
is
and
wild.
completely locked him in place. Opera O was forced to move to the far outside
Yup,
to get through
outside.
the blockade of horses.
Makes
There
it
were
harder for
5
her
lengths
to
of
catch
distance
up at the
between Meisho
very,
Doto
very
and
last
TM
moment.
Opera O when they left the last corner. Doto was fighting for first against Hot Secret at the 200-meter mark. With
Come on,
TM
come on,
Opera
come
O
on,
in
come on,
hot
Doto.
pursuit.
You got this shit.
At the last few remaining meters,
Come on.
Meisho
Ooh,
Doto
let's
passed Hot
fucking go, go,
Secret
go, go.
and
Oh my god. No,
finished
no, no,
in
no, no, no,
first,
no, no.
a
Chill, chill,
full
chill, chill,
length
chill.
ahead
Yo.
of TM Opera O.
Go,
After
dude.
5
Oh my god.
consecutive losses against his
Yo,
greatest
that
adversary,
was fucking
Meisho
nuts,
Doto
man.
was finally able to win on their 6th
Like,
confrontation.
do you see how
This victory
fucking
was a
crazy she
monumental
was
achievement
gaining
for
over
everyone involved.
Doto?
It was the first time in 28 years that the owner, Yoshio Matsumoto, laid claim to a G1 victory. It was the only time Isao Yasuda achieved the G1
Look at that
title as a
cuteness.
trainer. And of course, it was Meisho Doto's first and only G1 victory of his
Hey,
career.
hey, we take
Doto
it. No,
raced
we
3 more
take
times
it.
during the
And
year
against the Overlord? Against the Overlord. And the terrorizer of the track. And I guess, I'm not really sure Air Shucker's like kind of nickname, but against her too. Like, bro.
2001 and met his rival in all remaining races. Meisho Doto came in at 3rd place during the Fall Tenno show,
Damn, bro.
behind TM Opera O by 2 lengths and with Agnes Digital as champion. At the Japan
Okay, that
Cup,
is crazy.
Doto finished in 5th place behind Jungle Pocket, TM Opera O, Narita Top Road,
This was that one race. Oh my god, this was that one race, man.
and Stay Gold. On December 23rd, Meisho Doto entered the Arima Kinen as his retirement race. The team decided to end his career because of the limitations on foreign-born horses, and Doto was
Really?
already 5 years old. Doto proceeded to run as usual. And
Yo,
chased after
always
lead
on
while
the
maintaining a
outside,
position
man.
Within the top 5 racers. Even though Doto was not near the front during the last push for the finish, he was able to have one last bout with his rival. Both horses
Aw.
gave it their all, and Meisho Doto finished in 4th place. He beat Opera O by less than a head's length.
Hey,
On
I
New
mean,
Year's
dog,
Day of
that
2000
rivalry in itself is like kind of fucking like it's very, very wild to me. Cause dude, like on the other hand, you got TM Oprah O, which is like she's gonna be talked about for fucking ages, man. And then her rival being Meisho Doto, that tells you how cracked Meisho Doto is. Like
And then
just
two,
overall
Meisho Doto
insanity.
And TM Opera O held a joint retirement ceremony together at the Kyoto racecourse.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone in attendance celebrated the strongest 2 horses of the
Mhm.
20th century and one of the greatest rivalries in Japanese horse racing history.
Like, bro, mind you, it's an if, okay? It's a big, big if. Imagine if Team Opera O was not racing with Meisho Doto. The amount of times Meisho Doto would have demolished those races is just nuts, man. Because like for the most of Meisho Doto's career, when she was up against TM Opera, she was coming in second in almost all of them.
Out of their 9 fierce exchanges on the track, Meisho Doto only had 1 first-place victory over TM Opera O. His final career record stands at 10 wins out of 27 starts. Of the 72 horses Doto fought, 19 were G1 winners, and of those
Damn.
19, TM Opera O was the only horse that defeated Meisho Doto. On the 17th of January, Meisho Doto moved to East Stud Ranch in Urakawa County, Hokkaido, to begin his new life as a breeding stallion.
Aw,
And can you guess who was
cuteness.
there waiting for him?
Please.
That's right. None
Please.
other than TM Opera O. Even off the track, Doto could not escape
go.
his lifelong rival. Despite their past history and purposefully being placed in the same pasture next to each other, Doto and Opera O hardly interacted. At
Really?
most, they occasionally stared at each other. Over
Cute.
nearly a decade, TM Opera O traveled between Urakawa County and Hidaka County. By
Also, quick little thing, if you guys do have a chance or a shot at visiting Meisho Doto at her stables right now, please do so because hey, she getting up there in age and go visit her while you have the chance and like just make memories out of it and kind of take pic and actually I'm not sure if you're allowed to take pictures like that because I know some horses do kind of like get startled over those. So just kind of enjoy it, man. Like if you do have the shot, go check her out.
2011, he stopped coming back to East Stud Ranch, and Meisho Doto never saw his rival again.
That is heartbreaking.
Similar to his father, Big Stone, Doto was considered to have an unsuccessful stallion career. The number of foals he was able
Really?
to conceive decreased every year. His last foal was born in 2012. Over the course of 10 years as a breeding stallion, Doto produced only 270 foals. 241 of them were racers, but only 53 were able to win.
Look at his boopable nose. Look at how cute it is. I bet whoever the trainer is for Dodo kind of just like squeezes that thing like super much.
None were in graded races. Additionally, since Doto's breeding career ended early, he lost to TM Opera O one last time as a stallion. In
Really?
2017, Doto's owner, Matsumoto, was approached by the non-profit organization Retired Horse Association
Mm.
and asked if he would transfer ownership over to
Look at that face. Look at how cute that is. Look at that nose. Look at them eyes. Look at that hair. Look at this. I don't know what you call this part. This white part over here. But look at it,
The
dude.
association's mission is to raise awareness for retired racehorses and provide them with a second life, as most horses are slaughtered after their racing career, especially those with poor career records.
Damn.
Only a select few are allowed to enter breeding farms. Matsumoto-san, who is prepared to care for Doto for the rest of his life like he does with his other horses, faithfully transferred the
Big
title
respects.
to support the cause. The next year, on November 29, 2018, Meisho Doto was moved to his first foster home at Versailles Resort Farm. He did not go alone. Taiki Shuttle, who was also living at
Really?
East Stud
Okay.
Ranch and entered the Retired Horse Association at the same time as Doto, was his travel buddy. After
Nice.
acclimating to their new home, both horses were castrated in the new year.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
During their years together at Versailles Farm, Doto and Taiki became extremely close. They grazed together, ate together, and spent their nights in the stables adjacent to each other.
Cuteness.
Taiki likes to lead and take control, while Doto was docile most of the time. Meisho Doto was so gentle that he let a stray tanuki share his stable during the winter.
Oh,
and
dude,
got
I've
along
been
with
seeing
every
this thing
animal at the
online. It's so
farm.
adorable.
There's a well-known video of Doto among a herd of young goats. He
Mm-hmm.
majestically stands there throughout the video
Nah, bro. What are you talking about? I don't see any horses here. It's just a bunch of goats and one gigantic goat.
and barely moves the entire time.
She blending in, boys.
When one of
She
the
blending
smaller
in.
goats bumps his head, Doto hardly reacts. His gentle demeanor earned him the nickname of King of the Goats. Even before his castration, when Doto was at East
Oh
Stud
nah,
Ranch
dude.
with
That does
Opera
gotta
O,
be the title.
ranchers
That is
claimed
gonna
that
be the
Doto barely
title
moves
of
in
my
his
video.
pasture. It's so
King of the
strange that Doto's
Goats.
owner deliberately chose his name as Raging Waves when you consider his tame personality. On June 16, 2021,
Ooh.
Meisho Doto and Taiki Shuttle were relocated to a new home at Northern Lake Farm. The two gleefully spent their days together and their bond grew even closer.
Nice.
They often rubbed their faces together or would look around the corner of their respective stable to check on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, these blissful days were short-lived.
Oh
Just
no.
1 year after moving to
No.
Northern Lake, on August 17 at 5 a.m., Taiki Shuttle was discovered as deceased in his stable. He passed away in his sleep at the age of 28. In the days
Aw,
leading up to his
damn,
passing,
bro.
Taiki Shuttle wailed every time Doto was taken out to the pasture without him. On the day of his
Oh
passing,
no. You did not just do that. Hey yo. Nah. Oh, you did not. You are devious, man. You are devious with it. Giving me the backstory like that and showing me this scene. Oh, Glaive Kyo, you are devious, man.
While
You
the
are
staff removed Taiki's
devious.
body from the stables, a faint cry pierced the fields of Northern Lake Farm. No matter the circumstances, time does not stop, and there is nothing to do but carry the memories of your loved ones as you press forward. Doto lost a great friend, but he was not without companions.
Damn.
The farm's cat, Meto, who was originally a stray, is often seen with Doto in online videos.
Oh,
They have grown close enough to where the cat willingly climbs onto
Cute.
Doto's back to rest. Additionally, there are several other horses on the farm to
actually,
keep
you know
Doto
what? Matter of fact, let me run that back. Let me run that back. Let me feel the pain. You know
5
what? Yeah,
a.m.
let me feel the
Taiki
pain.
Shuttle was discovered as deceased in his stable. He passed away in his sleep at the age of 28. In the days leading up to his passing, Taiki Shuttle wailed every time Doto was taken out to the pasture without him. On the day of his passing, while the staff removed Taiki's body from the stables, a faint cry pierced the fields of Northern Lake Farm. No matter the circumstances, time does not stop, and there is nothing to do but carry the memories of your loved ones as you press forward. Doto lost a great friend, but he was not without companions. The farm's
Wow,
cat,
man.
Meto, who was originally a stray, is often seen with Doto in online videos. They have grown close enough to where the cat willingly climbs onto Doto's back to rest. Additionally, there are several other horses on the farm to keep Doto company.
Okay.
In the summer of 2023, Ryuji Wada, TM Opera O's jockey, visited Doto, but he was met with an unpleasant reaction.
Really?
Initially, Doto would not even look at him when Ryuji called his name. Only when he offered
Aw.
carrots did Doto finally turn around. When Ryuji had no carrots left and tried to pet Doto, he retaliated with biting. Their interaction made people believe that Doto associates the name TM Opera O to Ryuji Wada
Yeah, she made sure Doto could smell the TMO Pro on this dude.
instead of the actual horse. During his racing days, Doto could sense the displeasure from his trainers and stable staff whenever the name TM Opera O came up, so it's likely that he grew to hate the name as well. In
Oh,
fact, if you called out TM Opera O in front of Doto, he would turn his butt to you.
AM オペラ王はどんな存在？ドトにとって。
Normally, Doto is extremely kind towards visitors. His abnormal behavior led many fans to theorize that Meisho Doto hated Ryuji Wada because he was the human that hits my friend. On the morning of February 23rd,
Really?
2024, Meisho Doto developed colic and was immediately rushed to the hospital. Colic is a general term for abdominal pain and can be
Oh.
caused by a wide range of issues such as blockage in the gut or gas buildup. It is the
oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so freaking happy that she survived this. Oh my
number
gosh.
one cause of death in horses, especially older horses. 1 in 10 horses are affected by colic during their lifetime. Doto's condition was stable when admitted, but at 11:20 p.m., everything drastically changed. After 3 consultations, Meisho Doto required a laparotomy, a surgical incision of the abdomen, to remove an undigested fibrous mass in his colon. The procedure was incredibly expensive and dangerous for a horse of Doto's age that most owners opted for euthanasia instead. Ultimately,
Oh,
the
dude,
Retired Horse Association proceeded with the surgery. Luckily, there were no twists in his intestines, and any displacement returned to their normal positions after the undigested food was removed. The procedure went off
Damn.
without a hitch, and Meisho Doto was able to safely stand by the next morning. The
Like,
hospital
bro, I believe this was the. I mean, I wouldn't call it like a disease, but like as a like yeah, like colic. I feel like this was the. I don't really remember it properly, but I feel like this was the one that kind of like got Haru Urara, man.
discharged Doto on the 25th,
Fuck.
but he came home wearing a metal muzzle to strictly control his diet. Kawagoe-san, one of 2 caretakers for Northern Lake, painstakingly removed every hard stem from the short hay he hand-fed to Doto. Doto made a full recovery, and he had no trouble walking or running by March. As of early November 2025, Meisho Doto is still living out a healthy life at Northern Lake. On occasion, he has light inflammation on his body due to a weak immune system from old age, but they
Oh,
are easily treated with antibiotics. Doto's appetite is as strong as ever, and his health is well enough that he can receive visitors on a reservation basis. In fact, Meisho Doto and TM Opera O's voice actresses, Misaki Watada and Sora Tokui, paid him a visit in October.
nice.
Additionally, in late
Oh,
October,
this is so
Northern
cute.
Lake started a crowdfunding campaign to build a new stable for Doto and the other horses because
I
the
have
current
been
one
hearing
is
about
so
this for a
old
minute.
and run down that the roof is constantly leaking and partially collapsing. But his fans and the farm supporters came together and raised
Oh,
over
that is
60
awesome.
million yen in less than a week, which was over 4 times.
This is why I love the horse community and the overall like the Uma Musume community as well. It's just the fact that everybody around the world like like gets to contribute to this. I am just so fucking ecstatic and happy about it, man. Because in a way you do kind of like help prolong like these horses' like lives and stuff like that. In which case, yeah, hey, I'm here for it,
The
man.
goal. Doto may be the second strongest. That doesn't mean he's loved any less. It's hard to not appreciate Doto's effort and perseverance,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of all the obstacles he faced as a foal, the numerous defeats in his racing career, loss
Colt.
of close friends, and health problems. He always pressed on until he reached the desired result. Sometimes we become so scared about failing that we cannot move forward.
Yep.
Life is a constant struggle. You are going to fail, but
Okay, I
only through
love this fucking
failures can
picture
we
of
grow.
Goikawa, dude.
There is always someone better. Use them as a goalpost and not an excuse. Keep chasing the person or dream in front of you. You will reach it. You will be race ready.
Okay. First off, thoughts on this wonderful, wonderful lore video of Meisho Doto. I just gotta give a big shout out to first of all, like the trainers, and like second, everybody around the world for donating to I guess like to rebuild the farm which she is staying at or stable at which she is staying at right at this moment. So big shout out to everybody who is contributing to that. And yeah, dude, like overall, this video is amazing. It kind of like encapsulates like Meisho Doto's like career and like what she's gone through and the fact that she never gave up going up against TM Opera, bro. And that one win was all she needed, man. And like for me, that was just so fucking powerful as a message to literally, yeah, like never ever like give up. Because at some point you will be the winner. Just don't fucking give up. Hey, that's the fucking like that's the message you should be taking away from this. This Taiki shuttle little story over here, bro. That to me was just super sad. And like when bro started playing the Major McQueen scene, brother, that was devious of you, my dude. I was just not even expecting that at all. And to see that and to hear the cries at the background, my head literally just went all the way back to episode or not episode to season 2. That is just how impactful that was for me. But overall, I am happy that Meisho Doto is doing amazing as of this moment. And I'm happy that we still get to see her and all her glory. Without further ado, that is gonna be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this, comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video.